Hello and welcome to BBC News. I'm Fionnuala reporting live from London. I'm here to find out more about the lives of children in factories and what they're really like. Follow me for an inside look into the lives and thoughts of some of these children and their bosses. But first, here's a little message from our Prime Minister, William Pitt, with some of his opinions and views on the children working.
Children need to work. Simple as. Factories need the children, and children need the factories. Without the factories, what would children do? How would they learn? How would they develop? As well as that, the factories aren't exactly torture, are they? No. So I say, why even is there this debate? All seems decent to me, and how it should be. This situation is a complete nonsense. Factories are the best thing for a child. They have to work.
Yes, thank you. Very good. But I'm still going to take a look for myself to see what the children have to say about the matter. Here I am in the St Pancras Workhouse in London. I'm just about to have a chat with a Mr Tom Smith, the owner of this factory, who wants the children to work and thinks it's a good idea for the better. Let's see what he has to say about it all. Hello, Mr Tom. Can you first of all tell me what you think about the children working?
Well, I know that the children want to develop their skills, and at the end of the day, the work, they won't get anywhere in life if they don't get taught this early.
We treat the children well, give them food they can't seem to get enough of, and we give them the clean, tidy living areas, which is more than I got when I was a child. They should count themselves lucky. So, do you think the children are happy working and they enjoy themselves?
Yes I do.
The children always seem enthusiastic, bright-eyed and ready to work. Well, that's nice to hear. Thanks, Tom. I'll let you get back to your work. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that all seems good and fair. So far, so good. Tom has highlighted to us that children are actually having a nice time, a good time, working in the factories all day long. Well, there are two other children working in this factory that I would like to have a speak with. It's time for our first one, Sarah Gooder, a little pit girl, only 8 years old. Oof. Hello, Sarah. How are you today? I would like to ask you a few things about what you do in the factories, okay? Okay. That's fine. Alright then. So, for starters, what exactly do you do? I sit in a black hole, deep under the ground, just me on my own. I just sit there. I can't hardly see, but suppose my eyes have got used to that. I wait to let a horse in, then make sure I shut the door afterwards. That's what I does, me. Sarah, that doesn't sound very fun. But do you enjoy your job? Do I? Well, of course I don't. Sitting, scared to death. Rats running all over my feet. I'd rather be doing anything else in my life. But I've been told I mustn't be ungrateful. A job's a job, and a job is life. No moaning. Or else. Oh my, Sarah, I can see you getting a bit sad. I think we'll leave it there. Bye. Wow. Well, I was not expecting that. Something's not right here. We've got Tom, the manager at St Pancras Workhouse Factory, saying children are being treated greatly, and someone who actually works there saying the complete opposite. I think we need a third person to settle this. Come this way. I'm now interviewing a boy named Richard Blinken, who is going to tell me when he started working and what he is made to do. Hello, Robert. Can you tell me a bit about what working here's like? Yeah, I'm Robert, but you can call me Robbie. That's what my mates call me. Alright, Robbie. So, when did you first come to this factory? It was when I was a wee boy, only 4 years of age. I didn't even know my family name until later on when people told me who I was. I was never told who or where my parents were though. Then when I was 6, they sent me off to work on chimneys. Dreadful work that is. They said that because I was small and all, I was perfect for the job. But I wasn't very good at those chimneys. And they were very disappointed with my work. Whoopsie. So they sent me right back to the workhouses. To be frank, I was quite glad. I preferred them than squeezing down those tiny chimneys any day. Were you treated well in the workhouses, Robbie? Did you enjoy working? Not really. I mean, I was alright, but I never really knew any other life than the one in the factory. I think of it as my only home, which I guess is alright. I learned punishment, and I learned that nothing should be tolerated. It's not much, but it's my home. Okay, thanks. Well, that was interesting. Unfortunately, Robbie couldn't tell me much about the way he's been treated, as he'd never experienced any other way. I'm about to interview another young factory worker, Charles Bacon, who might be able to tell me a bit more about how he's been treated. He has a very strong opinion on factory life for children. Hi, Charles. So, let's get straight with it then. What your life in the factory is like. Is it what you expected? Better? Worse? It's utter rubbish. Dreadful. Painful. Nothing like I expected. I was told I'd be transformed into the perfect gentleman. That I'd be fed all the things I wanted. I'll be paid lots of money. What a load of rubbish. I've had nothing but yucky porridge, water with a lump of something in which they call soup. And this disgusting bread, which is so hard, it tastes like I'm eating a rock. But I eat it. I eat it all. Otherwise, I'll starve. Oof. How did you come into this job? Well, my dad needed the extra money. So one day he took me into the market square where some rowdy men shouting at each other were. And the next thing I know, my dad pulled me by the collar and dragged me into the town, into the centre of the crowd. And everyone, they just started shouting numbers at me. I heard one man shout, "Sold!" And I felt someone giant grab down and curl round my neck and pull me away from the crowd. That was the last I saw of my dad, that was. Never seen him or my ma since. Thanks, Charles. You've given me some very valuable information. Ooh, goodbye. Charles has given me some very helpful info there. He says that employers lie about what the lives for children are going to be like when they start to work. Maybe that Tom wasn't quite telling the whole truth. It's time for my final interview to get some final details on this matter. Billy. Hi, Billy. So, how's your life as a chimney sweep? Just how you expected? No, not really. I don't like it. I'm scared. I'm forced to go down tiny chimneys sometimes. Some of them nearly as small as a piece of paper. A few weeks back, a good friend of mine, Georgie, that actual name was George Ellison, and he was forced to go down a teeny tiny chimney, too teeny tiny. I heard his shrieks as he went down. Then, when I was getting on with my job, I heard a big bang, and 2 men strolled over just to where the top of the chimney that Georgie had gone down, and they looked down it, and then they shook their heads. That was the last I knew of my mate Georgie. Don't know where he went. And when I asked, I knew never to ask again. That's all I have to ask, thanks, Billy. I think I've got all I need. I hope your work gets better. Bye. Bye. In total, many of the children have shown us and told us just how their lives are, really, and how they are being treated. And clearly it is very different to what the employers think of the workers. And also quite the opposite of what our Prime Minister thinks. Children are not being treated well. They are having lied about what to expect, and they have no childhoods. The work with children is hard, painful, and can result in terrible things, even death. All we can do is hope that the situation will get better over years, and hopefully in years to come the work of children will just be history. That's the end of my interviews. Back to you, Bob, in the studios.